They move on here from Anaheim. The opening tip controlled by Greighton. So against the George Washington defense, which could be a pretty tough defense. Austin Chapman, the point guard. Here's McDermott with his first touch of the game. Makes a move, but before he got the shot off, he traveled. Larson was left open after Artino fell down, and Kevin Larson scores the first bucket of the game.
Well, if you do get knocked down like Artino did, you got to get back up as quickly as possible. I mean, you stand around looking for a call that wasn't going to come. Great recognition, though, by GW to get the ball underneath to Larson right away.
So the first points of the game for the Colonials. McDermott. Chapman, very quick point guard. There's an opening for Doug, and he comes up short on the three.
This sophomore class, as a graduate student now, averaging 16 points per game.
The sophomore class is sort of the future, playing lots of minutes now, but they do have that experience that you're talking about. Another transfer, a big part of their team, Zeke Armwood. We'll talk about him as we go along here as well. There's a look for Chapman, missed the shot. Armwood grabs the rebound. Penetration, Savage, though, was blocked by Gibbs. Gibbs on the move, and I think he traveled. He did. Open and hits the three. Good start for George Washington, first 5 points of the game.
You know, and again, a three-point shot going to be very key for them in this game, because if you're going to play great, you realize, I know they're off to a slow start, but you're going to have to score points.
A little lob play, not a great pass. Artino did come away with the ball.
He lost vision of his man, and Savage moved over. He's wide open.
That's an unusual mistake for Gibbs, who's getting the ball inbound here. The sixth-year senior. A lot of veteran leadership from Gibbs. More good.
Well, GW's done a nice job defensively overall this season, holding their opponents under 40% shooting, and a lot of times that's the benchmark for coaches. Hey, we're playing real well if we can hold our opponent under 40% shooting.
McDermott to the basket, rejected by Armwood. Himself back in good position. Good effort from Isaiah Armwood. They call him Zeke, the senior from Baltimore. Began his career at Villanova. Creighton, the offense has been ugly. This is one of the best offensive teams in the country. So at some point, you figure they'll get it going. McDermott double team down low. Now double team backs away, makes his move up and under, scores.
Back in college, and it's great for the game. It's great for him. It's great for his dad. It's great for Creighton. It's great for the Big East. And it's great for college basketball fans that just can appreciate how hard he works and plays.
Gibbs right down the lane. And off the bench, Devin Brooks hits his first shot to top.
Been scoring is George Washington's hitting the three-point shots that I talked about.
Such a difference maker for GW. They did so many things well last year, but had kind of a mediocre season. Bad pass by Brooks and stolen.
For both of these teams in these three-game tournaments, they're 1-1 right now. You want to leave 2-1. And this is a game that has great importance for both squads.
Good team. McDermott open. Short again on the three. Garino grabs a rebound. Thing to create the opening for McDonald.
McDonald shooting better than 56% from when he attempted that shot.
That was pretty good half-court offense there.
That was great half-court offense.
McDermott, a runner with the left hand. Rebound, Colonial Mood, who worked hard on defense, gets a rest.
And change the defense for George Washington. They go into the zone. Extend out, kind of give you that 1-3-1 look, and then it's going to morph into a 2-3.
Manigat, Jahens Manigat to Chapman. There's Ethan Rocky, good three-point shooter. Misses his first attempt. The tip by Gibbs. And size mismatch, and he scores.
They're just working real easy right now. They are just slicing up Creighton on the offensive end of the floor.
There's still a long way to go, but this has been a surprise so far. Manigat having a hard time against that zone, just finding a place to pass the ball. Over the top, Chapman shoots a three. Good. Hermit scores. Nice move. Chapman was fouled by Patricio Garino.
Like a baby on that thing.
It's a little rough. It goes a little side to side.
Inside info.
Yeah.
McDermott, he talks a big game and he's good on the court. On the roller coasters, not as good.
Okay. See, that's the access that you can.
It's been an incredible sports weekend. We've had great college football, college basketball, a lot of activity here in Southern California. And it's part of the fun, I think, of this DirecTV with Legacy. The teams get to go over to Disneyland on the Saturday off day and have a little fun.
Well, it's been a lot of so far in this game.
And if that officially goes as a 3, make it 3 of 5.
But still, much better percentage.
Yes. And if they make shots, they're going to win.
To do that, you require a lot of makes on jump shots, contested shots up over the top in the three-point line.
I mean, it's not like GW was a bad or sort of bad shooting team last year. They were arguably the worst outside shooting team in the country last year.
No question.
There's a huge amount of room for improvement. Gibbs down low, and he dribbles it. Point lead. The lob play, that was a tough pass and ended up being a bad pass.
Now both teams have 5 turnovers and good backcourt backed up by Chapman. He just there's no space. And Rogge's
quick first step.
A spinning baseline, and nobody's releasing to come and help. And an excellent job just overpowering with a good, quick first step past Doug McDermott.
Biggest lead for George Washington, doubling up on Creighton right now. And the All-American McDermott and his teammates, they're struggling. Gibbs gets McDermott a touch and he scores.
And that's just great.
Gets it off, missed the shot. Rebound Creighton. Here's Devin Brooks on the attack. A little out of control, and I think the Blue Jays will reset here.
With McDermott on the bench, you look at Rogge and you look at Brooks to score.
Here is Devin Brooks, the junior college transfer. He had a huge game against Arizona State in the quarterfinals. Zierden contested jumper. Rebound, Mikic saves it inbound.
4 points in the early stages for Larson. He had the first bucket on the nice pin and move underneath, pin and seal underneath. At 6'10", he has no fear of stepping out a little bit.
Brooks was wide open, the 3 and the rebound.
9 made field goals. That's a big part of what I'm talking about when identifying the strengths in the open guy and delivering the ball on time, on target.
They're a good passing team. George Washington. Gibbs with the shot fake, stepped into a closer look and missed that one. Hits a 3, so there you go, another one.
Another three-pointer, a good ball reversal again. Loose ball situation, defense elevates up out of their stance ever so slightly. Just skip it across, find the open man, and let him knock down a wide open shot. These aren't contested three-point shots that they're making right now.
Mikic, who's led this team in three-pointers made the last 3 years in a row. Gibbs draws a foul. McDermott had the ball go right through his hands, but did scramble after it to pick up the loose ball. Anaga to Artino with the left hand. Nice move.
Beautiful pass.
Those skills off right there.
What a good first half it's been for Larson. And really for all of GW. They've been very balanced in their approach to their scoring. Savage, McDonald, Larson.
Chapman almost dribbled out of bounds. Gibbs 3, way short. Cut off on the baseline. That was good McDermott defense. Blue Jays would like to run, get some easy baskets. I think that counts.
Yeah, it definitely does count. One of the best transition teams in all of college basketball. They average 80.
That's another good move from Kevin Larson, the sophomore from Copenhagen, Denmark.
You realize you have an advantage with your speed, a little bit of strength. Attack right away from the elbow and get yourself a nice soft touch, 4-footer off the glass.
They made that move against Jeffrey Grosel, a big sophomore 7-footer for Creighton, who does not play big minutes, but is in the game right now. Grosel wide open, dunks it home. Kid who made 1 of 2 free throws goes back to the bench, and the veteran Isaiah Armwood back in the game. George Washington back in a zone look on defense.
And the last time they were in the zone look, they were able to dump it down underneath for a wide open slam dunk.
Gibbs in the corner and now trapped in the corner. They almost baited him into that, but strong enough to dribble through the double team. Shot clock now under 10. Gibbs gets it back. Shot clock at 5. Manigat launches from way outside and was way off. Chapman with the rebound, missed the shot.
Our quality of shot is just so distinctly different right now between these two teams. The Creighton is the offensive juggernaut that is struggling to find a high-quality shot. Meanwhile, GW just dribbles the ball right down the floor, passes it to the elbow. Good, clean jump shot.
Yeah, and that's reflected in those shooting numbers that we just saw that you were just talking about. Gibbs, tough, contested shot, and he missed it. Creighton gets the ball back. Close to 2 minutes to go in the first half. Chapman attacking with the shot fake. Brooks was open, but the Colonials defense closed on him. Now Chapman's open. Misses the three. McDermott was there. Tipped it to Raggi. Had his shot blocked. A turnaround. Tough shot. Much better defense. And can the Blue Jays get a bucket in transition? Raggi trailing. Three. Out of control. Gibbs tips the ball. McDermott has it. For the Blue Jays, a productive few minutes here. Raggi way outside, and he came up just a little.